So, hi dear Leo, very very good evening to you guys. This is Taro Anjali, and this is a journal love reading for Leo singles for the month of March 2026. This is journal reading. Please keep that in mind. It might or might not resonate. For personal reading healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. For tarot reading course, self love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass, two links are given below. So let's start. Leo, let's see the overall energy for Leo people regarding their love and relationship area. Let's see what we have. We have the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. Oh. Okay. So you guys are not interested in a past person or past energy anymore, for most of you. But there is a feeling, there is a sense of soulmate kind of a dynamic that you had with someone at some point of time, and you now feel like that kind of energy should be back in your life at some point of time. So something was there in a connection with in a bond with someone at some point of time that was really beautiful, really meaningful. It didn't work out. That's a different story. That's a different chapter. But now you guys have the ultimate idea of how a romantic relationship should make you feel like. So you guys are looking forward to have, intuitively you guys are feeling ready to move ahead and connect with that person that is going to be your happily ever after kind of a deal. So you guys are moving on from something or someone still, even if it is 30 years, I don't care. There is something in your energies that is still making you feel like you are still moving on from something or someone, almost done. But there is something about a situation from maybe distant past. Maybe in the childhood you had a really beautiful friendship, really beautiful connection with someone, and now you are realizing, now you're intuitively feeling and getting with each passing day that that was the meaning of true love. That was how true love should make you feel like. And now you are looking forward to that kind of person, that kind of energy, where you're going to feel like a family kind of dynamic, where you're going to feel a friendship kind of a deal, and where you know what kind of person, what kind of situation is going to match with your energies, and what kind of dynamic is going to be there for the longest period of time for you guys. Okay, so you guys are very clear, very sorted, still moving on, but intuitively very very clear about what and how a romantic relationship should make you feel like. My goodness, that was tough. Let's see your energies for a new person, new bond, new connection, Leo. We have Six of Wands, Four of Swords, Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Okay, you guys are going to be so much engrossed with the idea of making yourself feel good, healing yourself from some experiences, that you are going to be completely in this energy of overthinking about romantic love, like closed off regarding love and relationship, regarding new love, new person. Even if you feel like you're super open, super ready, super happy, and blah blah blah, your continuous overthinking, your continuous energy of being stuck in your head, being stuck on in your mind, is going to close the gates of a new person, new energy to enter in your life. So you guys are going to be super busy in creating a happy space for yourself. Okay, a happy space where you can heal, where you can go back whenever you feel like you're not feeling happy. And then this energy of, right now I want to focus on myself, right now I want to make myself happy. Whosoever, whatsoever is good for me, meant for me, will come to me naturally and organically, and then overthinking about it continuously. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You guys are going to give, it is somehow connected to Taurus street, somewhat not connected, similar. You guys are feeling you guys are ready, but you guys are giving very repulsive kind of energies to others. Like you guys don't care about anyone or anything on this planet Earth, but you. So you might be having Taurus in your chart somewhere, or you might be feeling like a Taurus kind of energy right now. So anyways, the thing here is that you guys feel like right now your own happiness, your own peace of mind matters. And when it comes to this love and relationship area, you guys are mentally so stuck. You guys are in mental jail, continuously overthinking, not being able to think straight. So you guys are cutting anything or anyone that's coming in your way of your beautiful fairy tale world that you are living in. And from inside, you guys are feeling like you're not ready. From outside, you guys are like, yeah, you think you are ready, but you don't feel like you're ready. That's the real thing here. And then whenever the topics come, topic of romantic love comes, you guys are like, I don't know, this is too much. Yep. So you're not allowing any new person, new energy to enter in your space, because right now you're obsessed with the idea of being with yourself, being happy with yourself, or creating the happy world. Let's see the message for new person, new connection. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life, right? So whatever you are doing right now is going to actually help you in connecting with the right person. Divine timing is at play here because you guys are not allowing the universe to let the other energy enter in your space. But the good thing here is that you're working on yourself, and you're consciously working on yourself, on your happiness, on your healing, on looking good, on creating a safe space for yourself, your career and finances and everything. So the divine timing is at play here. The time has not come yet. Cool, got it. That's why maybe you're not able to open up even if you want to, because it's worth waiting for. Let's see for a past person, past situation. We have Four of Cups and the Page of Swords and Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. You're disappointed because something from your past didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out, but you miss this person like crazy. You're watching this person from a distance, they're watching you from a distance. Like, there is distance between you guys, emotional, physical. Even if you guys are living together, like nearby, I mean, even if you guys are living in the same house, there is disconnection, there is a lot of distance, and that is disappointing you, that is disappointing them. But there is still this sense of missing each other like crazy, but doing nothing about it. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. So you guys are feeling like your mental peace matters a lot to you. You should not open up to anything or anyone that is not aligning with your values, your path, your happiness anymore. That includes this connection from the past. I think the only sign I got that's getting new love is Aries till this point, till this, your fifth sign, right? So best of luck. So you guys are still missing someone or something from your past, maybe the energy or the person, but there's nothing happening in that department because of this energy of protecting your peace at any cost. Because you know, if you are going to go back in that situation, it's going to disappoint the hell out of you again and again and again. So what's the use of going in that direction? So nope. So even if you're going to get a chance to go back, I don't think so you're going to take it. Or even if you're going to take it, I don't think so it's going to work out, whether it's from your side or from theirs. This story is kind of on the finishing line. Again, doesn't matter if you had this person, this energy 60 years ago or 30 years ago or 6 months ago, you guys are still energetically very much connected. Let's see. At least one of you. Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. In this scenario, in this context, it's time to disconnect from the situation completely. Then only you will be able to open up to new people, new situations the way you should, honey. This is also one of the reasons that you're not able to connect with new people, new energies, because of this past person, past situation. So the time has come for you to retreat, to disconnect from this situation completely. Disconnect doesn't mean that never think about this situation, never think about this person. Disconnect might not be the right word, it's just the card. Heal from the situation completely, like completely over the situation. You are not When you will be able to stop comparing the past with the present and the future, then you are going to be over the situation completely. Even if you are doing it subconsciously, you are comparing everything that's coming your way to this past person, past situation, or the feeling that you got with this person or this energy at some point of time. Let's see the guidance here for you guys, honey. We have the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Emperor. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. Leo, you guys have to stop living your life like you guys are living in some kind of what should I say, fantasy world. Yeah, this is real life. Okay, enjoy your life to the fullest. Look good, feel good, do whatever makes you feel happy, but stay grounded as well. What is happening right now is you might be, let's say, for example, you're hurt from inside. We are human, we have this tendency. Let's say you're traveling a lot, or you're doing everything possible in your power to make your life as exciting as possible, just so that you don't have to uh, come back to the mess that's going on inside of you. And this is now not how you are going to heal. No matter if you are going to do it for the rest of your life, this is not how you are going to heal. Even if you think keeping your life on, like keeping yourself on your toes and making your life exciting all the time is going to make you feel the happiest in the world, at the end of the day you are going to feel numb, or you're going to feel like stupid, or again nothing, empty, void. So until unless you guys are going to ground yourself, until unless you are going to come back to the reality, enjoy your life to the fullest. There's no stop. There's nobody stopping you from that. But at the same time, you guys have to be grounded. You guys have to come back to the reality. You, instead of planning the escape, plan how to go through this process and how to get out of this like a winner. So you have to take the charge, you have to take the control of your life in your own hands, your emotions, your energies that you are continuously avoiding or ignoring, and giving it the name of I'm healing, this is my way of healing. This bullshit. Everything done in excess is poison. Everything done in excess is not healing, it's stupidity. Even if you are going to give it the name of healing, I don't give a fucking flying ass, rat's ass to the situation, whatever you call it. I'm just reading the cards, my love. If this is not matching, really good for you. If it is matching, please try to understand the message here. The message here is live your life to the fullest, but come back to home. Come back to home here is groundedness, reality. Go through the process slowly but surely, instead of making it feel like your whole life is a fantasy world and you have to live like continuously flying here and there and doing this shit and that shit and feeling empty from inside. Reality check, right? Take help maybe from someone, a therapist, maybe a healer, a mentor, a guru, some elder person, some mature, grounded person. You have to go through this process of healing. If not immediately, eventually. Otherwise, you are going to be like this for the rest of your life and you are going to get nothing. Let's see. The final message, let your friends help you. See, ask for and accept support from others. I don't think so I have to explain this to you. I just told you this. Final message it was. Cool. So thank you so much for tuning in, Leo. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.